Assalamu alaikum students, this is Sonia Arfik from English with Fatima. So welcome back to 4 of our picture description series. In our previous video, I told you how can you describe a picture using this universal template. Now we are going to practice another picture. ठीक है, अब हम एक और picture लेंगे और उसको उसी template के through describe करने की कोशिश करेंगे using the same strategy, using the same template. Why students इसी के through you will improve your English speaking skill. All right, so let's begin right away. So how should we begin? Well, um, the good starting matters a lot, and this is where students get stuck. They don't understand how should they begin, although they have a lot of ideas in their mind, but they're unable to organize them. So a good start, especially while describing a picture, you can take a good start by this statement, like this illustration portrays, this image, this artwork portrays, or this image describes, right? So this is how you can take a good start. So you can say this illustration portrays, and then you can write whatever you see in the picture. At first, you have to just give an overview. You will use your common sense. First of all, try to think yourself, what is this picture trying to say? And then you can use this template to just organize, not to cram, right? I don't say to memorize everything. No, first of all, try to think yourself and then use this template just to organize your thoughts. So here, let's see, let's observe what's actually this picture trying to say. So here we can see two sides, right? Left, we have two sides. Now we can see the difference. Here on one side, we can see a forest full of life, and on the other side, we can see deforestation. Like two sides, on one side, a healthy life, healthy forest. On the other side, there is deforestation. Like, so simply you can describe this. This illustration portrays the shocking difference between a healthy forest full of life and a barren land, right? There is a barren land. And this is happening due to deforestation. While in the background, the image clearly shows the result of human destruction. So we just gave an overview. Moving on to the next part, that is describing different parts of the picture. Now we are going to give some more details. What do we see in the picture, and what is this picture trying to say? These two things. First, what do we see in the picture? We have to describe two sides in a bit more detail, and then we have to give the hidden message, right? So how can we tell about this? Using this template on the left side, on the right side, in the middle, and then general statement. This artwork or this illustration is full of symbolic meaning. Which symbolic meaning, right? Then you can mention. So now let's try to describe. First of all, use your mind. What do you see? You can see on left side, you can see there is a forest, beautiful colors, green trees, blue sky, birds, we can see this full of life. But on the right side, everything is dry and brown, uh, there are no trees, uh, just a barren land. So, and in the middle, you can see um, this picture is divided into two halves. So this is what we see in the picture, and now we are going to organize this using this template. Like on the left side, there is a bright and colorful forest with green trees, tiger, birds, and a clear blue sky, like full of energy and life. On the right side, however, always use connectors because this helps you organize your thoughts. So you can see on the other side, everything appears dry and brown. Yeah, all the trees are cut down. There is only an axe lying on a tree stump, right? Here is an axe that is lying on this tree stump. All in the middle, the border between green life and destruction is very clear. Obviously, what do we see in the middle? Middle में हम क्या देखते हैं कि एक border है, right? Between green life and destruction. So actually this artwork is full of Symbolism showing how deforestation turns a living forest into dead land. This much is enough. So, if you want to add more details, then you can say one thing that stands out is the contrast between the lively animals and the lifeless empty space. Now we have to give the bigger message or the main idea of this picture. You can see the hidden message or the thing that actually artist wants us to think about. So using your mind, try to think what actually the artist is trying to say. On one side we see green land full of life. On the other side we see a barren dry land. you know it's a kind of death of birds, death of animals, death of life. So what actually the artist is trying to say? I think he is trying to uh, shed light on the causes and effects of deforestation. What do you see? Right, deforestation or climate change? No, environmental damage. Yes. So whatever you get out of the picture, just write down. And the purpose of giving this template is to help you stay organized. So first of all, you will use your common sense. Whatever the artist is trying to say, you write this using this template. So you can say, I think this picture is related to the theme of deforestation and environmental damage. Enough. And if you don't want to use this line, you can either use this one. It probably represents how cutting down trees destroys the natural balance of life. The artist wants us to think about the importance of forests and how every tree we cut affects animals, air quality, and our future. So we gave the bigger message. Now, give your opinion. What are your feelings or thoughts regarding this picture? So, in my personal opinion, there is a very meaningful and emotional. This is a very meaningful and emotional picture. From my point of view, deforestation is one of the biggest threats to our planet. I strongly believe that forests are not just trees, they are homes for thousands of species and the lungs of the earth. A very nice message. Then you can give the causes, like this issue mainly comes from human greed and overpopulation. One of the major reason is the demand for wood, land, and urban expansion. Sometimes it happens because people don't realize the long-term damage they are doing to the environment by cutting trees carelessly. Then you can just tell effects, like the situation has many bad effects on our society, on our planet. It affects wildlife, climate, and soil fertility. Enough. And to add more details, you can say it creates long term problems like global warming, loss of biodiversity, and natural disasters such as flood and droughts. Drafts means khushk sali, a long period of time with no rain or little rain. जब बहुत अरसा पानी या बारिश नहीं होती है तो वहाँ खुश्क साली हो जाती है, पानी की कमी हो जाती है. That is called drought. When forests disappear, animals lose their homes and whole ecosystem collapses. So you don't need to memorize all these lines. You can just write one line opinion, one line effect using this template. Then you have to tell about solutions. So you can say we need to raise awareness about the importance of trees. The government and media should promote tree plantation campaigns, ban illegal logging. Schools should teach children how forests protect our lives. As responsible citizens, we should plant more trees, avoid wasting paper, and support eco-friendly projects. So you can pick any line. You can pick any line from this template and describe this. Last but not the least is conclusion. So you can use these words to sum up in conclusion. You can say to sum up, the main message of this picture is very clear: deforestation destroys life. Enough. In case you want to add more details, you can say in conclusion, this is not just an illustration. Acha. Here, always remember one thing. I have given you options. Like you can even use this line. You can right? You can either use this line to sum up, or you can use this line. You will not use these two lines together, like to sum up, in conclusion. No, you will only use one connector at a time. So you can use one line. You can either use this one to sum up, or you can use this one, in conclusion. So in conclusion, this is not just an illustration, it's a warning to all of us. We must protect our forests if we want to protect our future. Each tree we save today gives life to the next generation. So that's all about this picture. Now here are some general sentences to make it easier for you to describe common causes and effects, common solutions, see, right? So you can use these sentences according to the picture to describe effects, causes, to give solutions, and then you can give conclusion using these lines, like to sum up or in conclusion at the end. So there are some lines that are very common and can be used in any picture, right? So you can use these lines in any picture. You can even memorize these lines. Now, what you have to do for uh, your homework, what you have to practice. So you can choose any picture from your phone or internet, describe it using the universal template, right? Because if you are a beginner or you are trying to master this skill, you will obviously have to practice. Without practice, you're not going to learn anything. You're going to forget everything. So try to explain any picture using all these sections: introduction, detail, opinion, conclusion. So just put this template in front of you and start describing that picture. Don't forget to use connecting words like firstly, in the middle, moreover, however, overall. And yes, don't only describe what you see. Try to note down or try to write your feelings and opinions as well. So that's all about today. Hope you like the video. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and do subscribe to our channel for more updated videos. Thank you.